Today on ESPN, we bring you a Saturday doubleheader from the Stroh Center. First up, it's Bowling Green women's basketball taking on the Miami Redhawks. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us alongside Bowling Green student Adam Gaw. I'm Brad Woznicki. Today's matchup features two teams that right now are going in opposite directions. Bowling Green comes in having lost 4 in a row, while Miami has won 3 straight. The key today will be which team can control the tempo.
Well, the Falcons like to get those fast break points in with their transition up and down the court. And Miami, they like to spread the ball around. They like to share the ball. And the Redhawks, I think, have found a better consistency as far as offensive production is concerned.
Miami definitely had great offensive balance their last time out against the Northern Illinois Huskies. But make no mistake about it, the offense starts with Lauren Dickerson. Dickerson right now, second in the MAC in scoring at better than 21 points a game. She leads the team in three-pointers made with 69 on the season. She's had a strong year. She gets it done at both ends of the floor.
Well, she's been lighting it up ever since she arrived at the Oxford campus last year. She was the leading scorer for the Redhawks last season, and again, with over 21 points per game on the average, she's again leading the team in scoring.
Former MAC Freshman of the Year led the way in this meeting last season with 24 points against the Falcons. And now looking at the point guard for Bowling Green, you have Sydney Lambert. Comes in averaging in double figures. 5 of the last 6 games she has been in double figures. She gets it done from long range, leads the team in three-pointers made, and she's going to have a big job today trying to limit Lauren Dickerson.
This junior from Cincinnati is a team captain this year, and like you said, she's averaging double figures, just over 10 points per game so far. So in order for Bowling Green to establish their fast break attack, then they'll need her leadership to get them there.
Yeah, Sydney Lambert, starting point guard for this Bowling Green team. Let's hear more now from the point guard. Here's Lauren Selkowitz.
Thank you, Brad. So, Sydney, you have 171 career threes so far in your season. Can you tell me, what have you learned so far?
To just let the game come to me. Not like force any shots or try to do too much, because that's when things can fall apart.
Okay, and you have started every single game here so far for your career season. Can you tell me, what have you learned from your freshman year now up until your junior year?
What I've learned from my freshman year, just to have fun. So, there's a saying goes, like, when you stop having fun with it, then you're going to be done with it, and I kind of feel that way. You just always have to go out and have fun, regardless of the situation that you're in. Just make the best out of it.
And you're coming here today, you're facing Miami. Can you tell me what you expect to see and how the game's going to go?
I think that we're going to look to push the ball in transition and just do what we do best and get up and defend today.
All right, and good luck, Sydney. And back to you, Brad.
Thank you, Lauren. It's Sweet 16 Recognition Day here at the Stroh Center, recognizing the 2006-2007 Bowling Green women's basketball team. We'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off when we return right here on ESPN. Welcome back inside the Stroh Center. We are underway as Bowling Green wins the tip. Mid-American Conference women's basketball here on ESPN. Bowling Green 10-11 on the season, 2-8 in Mid-American Conference play. Miami 13-8 overall and 5-5 in the MAC. The step back jumper for Sydney Lambert is good. Lambert coming off 16 points on 4 of 9 shooting from long range. As you look at the Redhawks starting lineup, that's a lineup that is 3-0 so far this season.
And the Redhawks are coming in on a 3-game win streak, winning 4 of their last 5. And let's see if they can continue their hot streak into the latter stages here of this regular season.
Coming off a 77-62 win over Northern Illinois. Shot no good. Now the starting lineup for Bowling Green: Lambert, Santoro, Katerion Thompson in the lineup today. Haley Puck, and then Angela Perry, the true freshman, making her first start.
Well, Angela Perry comes out of Rochester, Illinois, the Springfield area of Illinois, and the all-time leading rebounder for that school. And Coach Roos, of Bowling Green described her as an extremely versatile player.
Second chance for Bowling Green. It's Lambert for three. Would not drop. And then Haley Puck comes away with a loose ball. Now Santoro three. Got it. Bowling Green cashes in on second chance opportunities. Miami trying to quickly move the ball the other way. Loose basketball picked up by Kendall McCoy. Thompson right into the body of Bailey Reed. Bowling Green coming out as the aggressor here early. McCoy is denied. Still able to get the shot off, and it's good. Wow, Kendall McCoy, the junior from Sylvania, Ohio.
Great recovery there to get it off just as the buzzer went off.
We'll see how Bowling Green responds. The half-court game has been a struggle for Bowling Green throughout the season. No good there for Angela Perry. Here's Lauren Dickerson. Free throw line jumper. And we are knotted at 5. 2.5 gone by here in the opening quarter. Haley Puck. Can't finish inside. The rebound for Kleesner. Kayla Brown. Baseline, the reverse. And Haley Puck landing on top of Kleesner. That will be Bowling Green's first team foul.
Bowling Green came out playing aggressive defense that time too.
The key will be maintaining that defensive effort for all 4 quarters, because we know at times Bowling Green has gone through some scoring droughts. They got to figure out ways to get stops when they're struggling at the offensive end.
Especially when you consider last week when they played Kent State, Jordan Karenik of Kent State torched the Bowling Green defense with 36 points.
Yeah, Jordan Karenik, one of the top scorers in the Mid-American Conference. Bowling Green held Karenik to just 7 points in the first meeting, but as you mentioned, she was dominant the second time around, 12 of 18 from the field. Here's Kendall McCoy. Tried to give it up, it wasn't there. Chance for Bowling Green to go back in front. Carly Santoro, the team's leading scorer, goes inside, and Perry can't grab a hold of that basketball. Here's Leah Purvis in transition. McCoy had it stripped. Great hands by Thompson. And Jennifer Roos calling a 30-second timeout. And this will be an official's timeout. Bowling Green coming out strong with their defense. We are tied at 5 with 6:37 to play. Gone by here in the opening quarter. Bowling Green 5, Miami 5 in this MAC East matchup. Brad Woznicki and Bowling Green student Adam Gaw here with you. Look at the all-time series. Bowling Green with the advantage, but it was the Redhawks who came out on top in the last meeting. Big reason why, that shooting percentage better than 50% from the field. Leah Purvis also had a strong game. We had mentioned the 24 points that Lauren Dickerson had. You expect that from Dickerson. And then Purvis, one of the top three-point shooters. She was 5 of 6 from long range in that last meeting.
Well, I think Miami struggled a little bit earlier in the season to get their offensive consistency rolling, but now that the season has gone in full swing, they've kind of gotten into that groove.
McCoy. Once again, the pressure out high from Bowling Green, disrupting this Miami offense. Dickerson 3. Unable to draw iron. It's a shot clock violation. And there is Bowling Green head coach Jennifer Roos in her 6th season as the head coach of this program. 91 wins, 89 losses.
She's been here for 17 years with the Bowling Green program and has also had great success in the classroom as far as her players are concerned. Named to the WBCA's academic top 25 honor roll 8 times in the last 10 seasons.
That's one thing that a head coach like Jennifer Roos will point out. Yes, you have the athletic success, but the academics, very important. As you look at the head coach for Miami, Megan Duffy, first-year head coach, spent the last 3 seasons as an assistant at the University of Michigan and former player for Muffet McGraw at Notre Dame.
She was an outstanding player playing under Coach McGraw at Notre Dame, and McGraw described Megan Duffy as one of the bright young coaches in the game and a great teacher of basketball.
And short on the second free throw for Santoro. A couple of missed opportunities there for Bowling Green to go in front. Dickerson. And a little bump from Gloniak. Claire Gloniak not getting the start today, but she will have her hands full with the size and length of this Miami team, especially Savannah Kleesner. And no good. Shots have just not dropped, and then traveling is called. Right now, Bowling Green 2 of 7 from the field. Miami 2 of 6. And inside, there's a bucket for Kleesner. Comes in averaging just under 8 points a game. She had a hot start to this season. Her first 3 games of the year, averaged 16 points a game. And that came against University of Detroit Mercy, Purdue, and Cincinnati, all strong programs. And Haley Puck will go to the line where she has been strong this season. 79%, 7th in the MAC with that percentage.
Team captain from Waterloo, Iowa, has certainly been one of the best free throw shooters on the squad.
Trying to tie up this game with less than 5 to play in the first quarter. She does. Full court pressure from the Falcons, handled well by Miami. We've got Molly McDonough now out there on the floor for the Red Hawks.
Dickerson using her agility to get out of that BG pressure.
And Haley Puck got tangled up with Kayla Brown. And Andrea Cecil, along with Jane Euchre, will check in. Andrea Cecil, as a freshman, was always able to come in and give Bowling Green a nice lift off the bench, especially with her energy. We'll see how she does today after starting in previous games, coming off the bench today. Kendall McCoy gives it up. Dickerson 3, got it. Lauren Dickerson with her 70th 3 of the season.
And you can tell that Miami's trying really hard to get the ball into her hands when they're on the offensive side.
She had 63 three-pointers as a freshman. Cecil, now Euchre. And inside, good hands by McDonough to tie up Cecil. One possession game, 3.5 to play in the opening quarter. Redhawks shot 48% in their last game against the Huskies. Come up short there. And Lambert hangs and finishes. Just love the way Sydney Lambert is able to create her own shot. She had a career-high 24 points just over a week ago against Bowling Green rival Toledo. Dickerson just inside the arc. That one was halfway down. Thompson wants a screen. And Lambert found a driving lane, could not finish. A lot of congestion for Bowling Green on that possession. Dickerson right by Euchre. Too quick for Jane Euchre.
That was impressive.
Lauren Dickerson, 5th in program history in 20-point games. She's got 23 coming in. Thompson gets it to drop back to a 1-point game. Need to see more off the dribble basketball from Katerion Thompson. We know she can shoot it from long range. And Madison Parker, Kennedy Williams, 2 freshmen check in for Bowling Green. And Savannah Kleesner will return for the Redhawks. So Bowling Green with Williams, Cecil, Euchre, Katerion Thompson, and Parker out there on the floor. This is a much better start for Bowling Green in this matchup as opposed to that last one out against Kent State, in which the Golden Flashes jumped out to a 29-11 advantage after 10 minutes.
But we have a much closer back and forth first quarter here today.
Bowling Green ball out on the baseline. Kennedy Williams will inbound. The headband down there on Kleesner. Quick officials timeout, and we resume play. Thompson to the basket. More points in the paint for Katerion Thompson. Comes in averaging just over 5 points a game. And the response at the other end from Kayla Brown. Brown has started all 22 games this season. Averages better than 7 points a game. Good look. Euchre denied by Kleesner. And then tied up. That was a bullet pass from Thompson. Lambert returns to the ball game. Shot clock winding down. Parker lost it. Still loose. And a Bowling Green turnover. Falcons' 4th turnover so far. Kleesner couldn't finish at the other end. Mentioned the 4 Bowling Green turnovers. Miami forced Northern Illinois into 18 turnovers last time out. Final seconds of the first quarter. Lambert guarded by Dickerson. And just grazing the iron. That's the end of the first quarter. Bowling Green and Miami, so far a tight ball game. It's the Redhawks leading by 1. Carly Santoro able to knock down the 3 off the second chance. And then Kendall McCoy beating the shot clock. Bowling Green faithful enjoying this one so far. We get ready to start the second quarter here on ESPN. It's Miami 14, Bowling Green 13. And for more on the starting point guard for the Red Hawks, here's Lauren Salkowitz.
Lauren Dickerson, she's currently up for the nation's best sophomore after being named the Mid-American Freshman of the Year. After tearing her anterior cruciate ligament before her junior year of high school, she became more determined and showed more drive for the sport. After going to camp at Miami University after her year-long recovery, she was spotted by the Miami head coach and fell in love with the school. Last year in her freshman year, there she broke the school record for single scoring points per game with 520 points, as well as she's well on her way with 100 points, with 446 points, making her have a total of 966 points in her career. The BGSU team will definitely have to do their best to shut her down today.
Lauren Dickerson, 34 points shy of 1,000 for her career coming in. She's got 7 today, and you look at where she ranks in the Mid-American Conference. As far as leading scorers, she's right behind Courtney Woods. In fact, just a 3-point difference in season total between those two players coming in. Courtney Woods had 17 points and 10 rebounds when the Red Hawks and Huskies met just before this one.
It's really been impressive how quickly, not just how many points that Lauren Dickerson has scored, but how quickly that she's gotten to that tally.
And on the baseline, Kayla Brown with the basket. One possession game, just over a minute gone by in the second quarter. Miami shooting 35% from the field, Bowling Green at 38%. Then we have an offensive foul. That will give Bowling Green their 6th turnover of the ball game.
Well, we had a much tighter first quarter in this game with 4 lead changes and 2 ties.
Miami coming in looking for their 4th straight win. Bowling Green trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. Dickerson to the basket, lost it. She wanted a foul. And Cecil goes down hard, no whistle. Santoro right by Brown. Carly Santoro named MAC Player of the Week twice this season. She comes in with 10 double-doubles. She's got 15 for her career. Kendall McCoy trying to answer. Thompson on the backside for the board. And Lambert just putting her head down, trying to get to the basket. McCoy. A little contact from Cecil. First personal on Andrea Cecil. And Dickerson with the basketball, coming off 12 points. And a 3-pointer good.
And Dickerson now at double digits.
2 of 4 from long range. Lauren Dickerson shooting better than 38% from long range this season. That's 9th in the Mid-American Conference. And Carly Santoro will set up the offense. A little bump from McCoy, now up top Perry. Step back 3. Sydney Lambert rattles it home. Falcons second 3. That was Sydney Lambert's 45th three-pointer of the season. And now Thompson with the steal, 2-on-1. Lambert three, short. Rebounded by McCoy, so Bowling Green misses an opportunity on the fast break. Settles for a long shot. And Lambert with the steal. Thompson cannot finish. That's one you have to have if you're Bowling Green.
Especially if that's going to give you the lead.
And momentum. Lauren Dickerson a little slow to get up. Looks to be okay. Molly McDonough back on the floor for the Red Hawks. Kendall McCoy will get a rest. Kleesner against Perry. Pretty good defense there from the freshman. Now Santoro quickly the other way. And she will head to the line. That will be the second team foul for the Red Hawks. Carly Santoro shooting 66% from the line this season. She's had the most free throws made and attempted with 85 out of 127 coming in. That's the most free throws made and attempted since Deb Hoekstra. Deb Hoekstra played for Bowling Green from 2014 to 2015 season when she was able to get to the line.
Santoro able to make up for missing her first two earlier in the game.
And traveling called against Bailey Reed. I'm going back and talking a little bit more about Deb Hoekstra. That was a player that coming in we knew she could shoot it from long range. Very skilled and very athletic. She got better and better throughout her career. She was able to go off the dribble and attack. And Angela Perry trying to post up. It'll be a foul against Kleesner. The officials calling a tight ball game. Falcons with a slight advantage on the glass right now, 14-12. And McCoy back into the game. That was the second personal foul on Kleesner. Points in the paint, even right now. Santoro off the mark. Didn't look very comfortable when she let that one go. Dickerson, the hesitation. And Sierra Thompson comes away with the board. Kennedy Williams, three. Yes, sir! That's a freshman coming in with some confidence after a season-high 10 points against Kent State.
Shooting better than 35% three-point range.
4.5 to play in the second quarter. Dickerson, the answer? Yes, sir. Bowling Green still in front, but only by one.
Boy, when Miami needs a spark, they can just go to Dickerson, and she gives them the spark.
Kennedy Williams walked with the basketball. Media timeout. Bowling Green 23, Miami 22. Carly Santoro attacking and finishing. And Lauren Dickerson firing from three, not the first time. During the break, the Freddie and Frida Falcon alumni recognized. And there in the front row on the right, we see former ESPN3 student Jessie Furness. Enjoyed her time as Frida Falcon. Redhawks with the basketball out of the timeout, trailing by 1. Miami 3 of 9 from the field in this second quarter. Bowling Green at 3 of 7. And in and out.
Lauren Dickerson hitting 3 3-pointers so far this first half.
Giving her 72 on the season. Perry wanted it in the post. It was a late decision there from Cecil. Numbers on Dickerson so far, 13 points to lead all scorers. She's the only player in double figures right now. Bailey Reed would not go. Cecil, good look to Perry, but it's going to be an offensive foul. Right idea. That's the third personal on Andrea Cecil, so Carly Santoro will check in. Claire Gloniak also on the floor. Miami right now with Dickerson, McDonough, Reed, Brown, and McCoy.
Redhawks shooting 9 of 26 from the field so far.
Reed looking for help, finds Brown. And Gloniak coming out high on that screen, called for the bump. It's been a frustrating call for the Falcons so far, trying to be aggressive at the defensive end. But that's at least the third time that's been called today. Bailey Reed, a 58% free throw shooter. She missed all of last season due to injury. One more free throw to come to try and put the Redhawks in front.
Miami's first free throws of the game as a team.
And 2 for 2. This has been a tight ball game from the beginning. It was Miami who had a slight edge after 1. And Katarion Thompson off the dribble again. She's got 6 points today.
And yet another lead change.
Dickerson 3, her 4th.
16 for Dickerson.
Less than 2 to play in the first half. Thompson. Now Haley Puck gets the basket to go. That wasn't easy. Now Reed running the floor. Can't finish. And it will be Miami basketball as Jane Euchre returns. Miami has continued to try and get as many fast break opportunities as they can, but still 0 fast break points. Dickerson 3, why not? We said Lauren Dickerson coming in 34 points shy of 1,000. She might hit the 1,000-point mark today.
She's on fire here in this first half.
19 points in this ball game as Haley Puck goes off glass. Dickerson. Yes, sir. Just let it fly. Lauren Dickerson in the zone right now. 6 of 9 from 3. Haley Puck, the answer. Bowling Green's 4th 3. The Redhawks were 6 of 11 in the second half against Northern Illinois. Bowling Green shot just 28% from 3 against Kent State. Less than 15 seconds, and only about a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dickerson looking for space. And Reed, not off in time. The officials getting together. Might have been a question as to whether to add a little time to the clock, but right now it's just going to be a half second. And Lambert the heave. Great ball game so far in this Mid-American Conference East Division matchup. Lauren Dickerson putting on a show. 6 first half threes. Haley Puck answering at the other end. Halftime here in Bowling Green. Just a 1-point ball game after 20 minutes of play. Brad Woznicki and Bowling Green student Adam Gaw here with you. The Redhawks shooting 40% from the field in the first half. Bowling Green at 50%. Carly Santoro knocking down the 3 there off a second chance opportunity. And Kendall McCoy beating the shot clock. And then Lauren Dickerson. You see her get to the basket there, but she's been on fire from long range.
You can't say enough about her performance in this first half. 22 points and 6 of 9 from three-point range. She's been lighting it up.
Shooting 50% from the field. And Sydney Lambert up top there, knocking down 1 of 4 Bowling Green threes. How about Kennedy Williams coming off the bench? More Dickerson offense. Nothing but the bottom there. And off the screen, you just cannot give her any space. Haley Puck, a strong finish to that first half. Puck had 9 in the first 20 minutes. One more time there off glass. Haley Puck leading the Bowling Green offense right now. The halftime recognition ceremony going on. 2006-2007 Sweet 16 team being recognized here today. We'll be back here on ESPN. Welcome back to Bowling Green. Not only is it Sweet 16 recognition today, but all sorts of former Bowling Green women's basketball players being recognized at halftime. There you see Casey McDowell, Jillian Halfhill, and then Chrissy Steppen, 2 former teammates right there. And there on the left you have Allie Mann. She was a member of the Sweet 16 team. And Jill Stein. All part of the Bowling Green women's basketball success. A great moment at halftime. And for more on the 2006-2007 Bowling Green women's basketball team that made it to the Sweet 16, here's Lauren Salkowitz.
So Oklahoma State gave BGSU a run for their game where they battled back from being down by 14 points in the first half. 5 ties and late leads changes throughout the game. The game consistently went back and forth, but the Falcons never gave up, leading them to the score of 70-66, making it the first win in 18 years in the tournament. Vanderbilt entered the game leading the nation in the three-point field goal percentage, but the Falcons did not let them slow them down yet again. The BGSU team gave themselves a 59-56 victory. The Falcons were the first MAC team to win 2 games in the NCAA tournament, and the 06-07 team will made it their first to over a top 10 team in a decade.
Thank you, Lauren. The 2006-2007 team, the first to win 30 games for a Mid-American Conference team, the first MAC team to win in the NCAA tournament. And there you see a great moment in East Lansing there at Michigan State University. Liz Honiger celebrating. What a moment it was for head coach Kurt Miller at the time. Kurt Miller now the head coach for the Connecticut Sun in the WNBA. We'll have the first half numbers when we return here on ESPN. A look at the success of Bowling Green women's basketball over the years, as the Falcons right now trail by 1. We've got halftime here on ESPN. Bowling Green basketball team just returning to the floor as we look at the first half numbers. Bowling Green shooting 50% from the field. That's great, but the Falcons have to find a way to get stops.
Well, you got Sydney Lambert and Carly Santoro both tied in second with 7 points for the Falcons, and in first place all by herself is Haley Puck with 9.
And then for the Miami Redhawks, we mentioned Lauren Dickerson, 22 first half points, 8 of 16 from the field, 6 of 9 from long range. 3-point shooting as a team, the Redhawks 7 of 12 from beyond the arc. Bowling Green right now 4 of 9. Points in the paint, Bowling Green with the advantage, 12-6. Second chance points, saw Bowling Green get an early 3 off second chance points there from Carly Santoro. That was the only points off of second chance. Miami an 8-3 advantage in that area. But you talked about it, this has been a great back and forth ball game. Score has been tied 5 times. There's been 7 lead changes. That's what you love to see in MAC basketball.
Absolutely. You want a good game more than anything else, I think. And Dickerson has been a one-player show for Miami. 22 points have come from her. And Miami's scoring of 33 points. And let's see if she can continue that in the second half, because the first was really impressive.
All right, those are your first half numbers. Stay with us here on ESPN. The third quarter is coming up. Both teams back out on the floor getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Mid-American Conference women's basketball, Miami leading Bowling Green by 1. Falcons coming in 2-8 in Mid-American Conference play. Miami right now at 5-5. Look at the MAC standings. Buffalo, the top team in the Mid-American Conference East Division, and Central Michigan still perfect in MAC play at 9-0. But Ball State, a team that's going to be right there with Central Michigan as the season goes on. The Cardinals, one of the top scoring teams in the MAC, led by Mariah Monaco. And things are pretty tight in the MAC East. Yes, it's a 2-game lead right now for Buffalo, but Ohio right there.
Ohio and Miami are both there. Miami is coming in on a 3-game win streak, winning 4 of their last 5 as well. So it's a tight race in the East. Buffalo is going to have to continue to win games in order to keep that lead. But for the West Division, for Central Michigan, it's going to be pretty tough for, I think, anybody to be able to catch them at this point.
Raina Frost, one of the players leading the way for Central Michigan. We're going to get to that point later on in Mid-American Conference play where it's going to start to become all about seeding for the MAC tournament. Bowling Green basketball to start the third quarter. Here's Haley Puck, 9 points to lead the way for Bowling Green right now. Lambert, three-pointer, count it. Sydney Lambert, her second three. She's now 2 of 6 from deep. Miami able to break the pressure. Reed to Kleesner. Great offense.
A fast start for both teams to start this half.
Lambert, good look to Perry. For Sydney Lambert, just her second assist of the ball game. And again, able to break the press. It's Reed. Pull-up jumper this time. Too strong. And Perry the rebound. Haley Puck. Now Carly Santoro. Shot clock winding down. Puck to the basket. Offensive foul. I'm going to go to Lauren. Minute and a half gone by in the third quarter. And here's Kleesner. Can't finish. And the battle for the board, it's going to be a Miami foul. And before we continue on with the action, here's Lauren Salkowitz with some second half adjustments.
So after talking to the assistant coach for Bowling Green State University, their main focus right now is just to shut down Lauren Dickerson. She had 22 points out of 33 for the first half, so their main focus is to figure out how to shut her down offensively and to continue on strong and go forth throughout the game.
Shutting down Lauren Dickerson, easier said than done. Dickerson coming in number 2 in the MAC and scoring better than 21 points a game. She's already surpassed that average today. Here's Kleesner from the free throw line. Savannah Kleesner, 6 points on the day. Andrea Cecil ready to check in. Terrion Thompson. Now Haley Puck. Three-pointer.
Take advantage of those wide open opportunities.
Haley Puck coming in with 33 threes on the season. And Cecil will check in for Puck. So after that last three for Puck, she joins Sydney Lambert in double figures. Santoro. Off glass and good. She was patient there, attacking the basket. It's Bowling Green by 5. And stolen away, and then the tie-up. Great hands from Sydney Lambert. Leah Purvis will check in.
I think that's impressive about Bowling Green in the second half is that they're a perfect 4 for 4 so far from the field, including a 2 for 2 from three-point range.
The key will be maintaining consistency at the offensive end.
Absolutely.
Here's Dickerson weaving her way through the Falcon defense. Second chance, it's Purvis for 3. Off the iron. Here's Lambert looking to push. Defense there from Dickerson, able to stay in front. And Bowling Green will set up their half-court offense. And we're going to have an illegal screen called against Perry. That will be her second personal. And Kendall McCoy will check in. Jennifer Roos has been frustrated by the illegal screens and the bumps that have been being called all day. Two-possession game. Lauren Dickerson trying to change that. Three-pointer no good, and Perry comes away with the board. And Lambert lost it. Dickerson step back. No good. And Santoro called for the push in the back. Pretty easy call there for the official. McCoy, three, good. Kendall McCoy has really come on strong. She's been very consistent as of late. 2 double-doubles this season, averages better than 12 points a game and better than 6 boards.
Has a 3-point percentage of 34 coming into this game.
23 threes on this season, now 24 with that last make. Back to a 2-possession game. Purvis, jumper, good. First points of the game for Leah Purvis. She had 14 against Northern Illinois. That was her first game in double figures since December 6th. And Carly Santoro draws a foul from Brown.
Santoro 2 of 4 from the free throw line in this game so far.
Bowling Green as a team 4 of 6. No good on the first. Claire Gloniak checking in for Angela Perry. And 0 for 2, Cecil gets the offensive rebound. Now finds Lambert for 3. Too strong. The effort has been there for Bowling Green, but Miami has been right there all day long. Purvis no good. Less than 5 to play in the third quarter. Brown in the paint. And Brown will shoot 2 after this media timeout. 4:31 remaining in the third. Great look from Sydney Lambert to Angela Perry for an easy 2. Then Katerion Thompson finding Haley Puck for 3. Bowling Green in front by 2. Bowling Green 44, Miami 42 in this Mid-American Conference East Division matchup. I'm Brad Woznicki, joined now by former Bowling Green women's basketball player Allie Mann, a member of the 2006-2007 Sweet 16 team. And Allie, first of all, take me back to that feeling of coming up with those big wins over Oklahoma State and Vanderbilt.
Oh man, I don't even know how to go back. That was one of the most incredible moments of my life, and I think of my teammates' life. And to have the luxury of playing those first and second round games up at Michigan State at the Breslin Center, I will never forget running out of the tunnel in our first round game against Oklahoma State and seeing the sea of orange. That arena packed with Bowling Green fans cheering for us was just absolutely incredible.
And you had an incredible senior class around you. And did you ever think when that team came together that you would be able to have that much success?
You know, coming into Bowling Green, it was a situation. It was Kurt Miller's second year as a head coach, and he talked about turning this program around and what it meant to be a Bowling Green Falcon. And he sold us all on this vision that we bought into from the start. And we were a lot of under-recruited, players that had a chip on our shoulder, and we believed in ourselves when no one else did. Did I think that we would go on to play in the Sweet 16? Absolutely not. But was there ever a doubt that I was surrounded by a group of winners? No way. I mean, my teammates that were around me from start to finish, and the ones that came before and after, I mean, it was just such a special group that cared about each other, that played hard for each other, and it was just, I would never give that up. Those girls are still my family to this day.
And talking about the coaching staff for Bowling Green during your time and still right here today with Jennifer Roos, the head coach of the Bowling Green program now, you mentioned Kurt Miller, you had Brandy Poole as an assistant along with Kevin Eckert. That staff, what drew you into Bowling Green and wanted to be a part of the program?
Yeah, it was such a unique coaching staff with Kurt and Jennifer, Brandy and Kevin. They were with us all for my 4 years. I mean, they were together for, it seemed like forever at Bowling Green. And they each had such a unique role as part of a staff that, without one of those individuals, it would have been a totally different dynamic. Kevin was the energy, Brandy was the organizer, Roos we called her Mama Roos, and Kurt was the driver. And it really just led us to want to become champions, not just for ourselves, but for each other.
And the recognition at halftime, not only for yourself as a member of the Sweet 16 team, but a ton of alumni players back, including Casey McDowell, Chrissy Steffen, Jillian Halfhill. What's it been like sharing the moments today here at the Stroh Center?
Yeah, as a player, you give so much of yourself to the university, and the university in turn gives so much of itself to you. So it's no surprise to see such a great turnout of alums here today, to be able to share in the stories and the craziness of what it was like to be a student athlete here, and all the great moments that we had. I mean, those are the things you remember. Do you remember the wins? Absolutely. But what you remember the most are the connections that you made and the relationships that you have. And there's a common theme throughout all of these different generations of Bowling Green women's basketball. And it's one of family, it's one of effort, it's one of attitude, and it's just an incredible place to come back to.
And now the Stroh Center, the home of Bowling Green basketball today and Bowling Green volleyball, opened in 2011. But there was nothing like playing in Anderson Arena.
No, Anderson Arena was a special, special place. There's some part of me that wishes I would have had the chance to play in the Stroh Center. I mean, this is a beautiful arena, state of the art. But Anderson Arena was a special place with the fans that were, lined up basically on the court. And that place, when it got loud, it got loud. It was a tough place to play, and one that will forever hold a special place in my heart.
You've had a chance to enjoy great basketball games so far here today. Right now, Bowling Green in front by 5, less than 3 minutes to play. Lauren Dickerson has been putting on a show. Just a sophomore, you have to love the way she plays basketball.
Yeah, you do. I mean, she's one of a kind. As a sophomore, it's incredible the way that she just lets the game come to her. She never gets rattled. And Bowling Green, to their credit, they're making up for it on the offensive end. They're making a lot of shots, playing tough on D, grabbing a lot of rebounds. It's going to be a matter of taking care of the basketball and continuing to try to slow her down, make other players score.
And the second free throw is good for Molly McDonough. We've got a one-possession game. Falcons with the basketball. Brad Woznicki and former Bowling Green women's basketball player Allie Mann here with you. And here's Dickerson. The Redhawks have numbers. Kayla Brown, the finish, 1-point game.
And that's one thing Bowling Green's going to have to be careful of the rest of this game. We've got to take care of the basketball. We call those turnovers to touchdowns. Turnover leads to 2 points on the other end.
Santoro to Lambert. Still time on the shot clock. And Lambert, an off-balance three. Now the Redhawks a chance to go in front. Dickerson three. Not this time. A rebound from Terry Battle, who we did not see in the first half. Santoro. And we're going to have a Miami foul, team foul number 5. Each team with 5 team fouls now.
Great pace of this game by both teams. Getting defensive rebound, kicking up the floor, trying to get some easy buckets in transition. It's fun to watch.
Mid-American Conference basketball. We've seen Central Michigan as the top team in the MAC West this season. Buffalo the top team in the MAC East. When you come to the Mid-American Conference, what do you expect playing in this league?
You expect teams that know each other inside and out, You expect a hard-fought battle every single night. There's no such thing as an easy game. And it's a grind. And you try to take care of the wins at home, protect your home court, and you try to pick up some on the road. And know that one win, one loss isn't going to define the season. You've just got to continue to move on to the next play, move on to the next opponent, prepare, and keep grinding it out. This is the part of the year, February, that starts to get a little bit long. Players, have been back in school, and it's a time to really see who's got what it takes to emerge as champion.
Bowling Green trying to pick up what would be a big win at home. Here's Cecil going baseline, finds Battle, but it's going to be an offensive foul. It's not the first time today we've seen Andrea Cecil attacking the basket, make a great look, but then be called for the charge.
And too bad, because those are some great attacks at the basket. And Miami, to their credit, is doing a great job of stepping in and taking what I think of a late charge, picking up a charge on the passer to a wide open player for a layup. It's a tough break for BG, but credit Miami for good defense.
Less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Worked over to Dickerson, guarded by Lambert. Good pressure there from Haley Puck. And the shot clock winding down. Purvis with the basketball. Gets by Puck for the layup. Miami had to work that entire possession, but got a high percentage look. And Allie, as the third quarter starts to wind down, I know everyone loved following your career. What's the latest? What's going on for you now?
Oh yeah, I'm living back up in Chelsea. My wife Jill is pregnant. We're expecting June 10th with a little girl, which I'm so excited for. Coaching JV basketball over at Pioneer High School in Ann Arbor. It's been a great experience for me so far, and it's great to be back in Bowling Green and see all these Falcon faithful around here and have such a welcome reception back to a place that I've called home for so long.
1.7 seconds remaining. And Allie, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me in the booth. It was fun following your career in a Bowling Green uniform, and wish you and Jill nothing but the best going forward.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's always it's awesome to be a Falcon and be part of this family forever.
And time expires in the third. Bowling Green and Miami all even after 3 quarters of play. Lauren Dickerson with the defense, finding Kayla Brown for the layup. And Bowling Green has been right there. Jennifer Roos fired up. Between quarters, the always exciting reveal of Freddie and Frida Falcon. Always a fun moment.
It always is to be able to see who's under the mask there. Mystery solved.
Had Freddie and Frida alumni recognized earlier in the game. And there's Lauren Dickerson. Our sideline reporter Lauren Salkowitz mentioned, trying to limit Dickerson for second half adjustments. Dickerson was 0 of 5 from the field in the third. Still with a game-high 22 points. And trying to get it inside, it wasn't there. And here comes Dickerson. Right now, Bowling Green with 4 players in double figures. Shot no good, rebounded by Santoro. Carly Santoro now 10 points and 6 rebounds. She's got a chance for her 11th double-double of the season before this one's over.
How quickly things can change with Lauren Dickerson, now 0 for 6 in this third quarter after having 22 points in the first half.
Can't expect Dickerson to stay quiet, though. Here's Perry from the elbow, in and out. Minute gone by in the fourth. And Reed lost her footing. Purvis 3. Off the iron, and back comes Lambert. Both teams still looking for their first points here in the fourth. Haley Puck. Nice fake, and she will go to the line for two.
It's been a tight back and forth game the entire contest.
And Adam, this is a super Saturday here in Bowling Green. Not only Bowling Green women's basketball today, but we're going to be immediately followed by Bowling Green men's basketball taking on Kent State, and then headed over to the Ice Arena.
I'll be there at the Ice Arena. We got top 20 hockey team in the country, so it's a good time to be a Falcon hockey fan.
Our producer, Joe Goodman, loves triple headers. And Haley Puck, 2 for 2 at the line. It's Bowling Green by 2. The Falcons now 8 of 14 from the charity stripe. And Kendall McCoy, no good. And on the second chance, McDonough will go to the line, where she is 2 for 2 today. Miami as a team has attempted just 6 free throws today. And no problem on the first. Savannah Kleesner checks in for McCoy. Tie ball game. Thompson off the mark. Perry, the offensive board. Can't put it back up and in. Angela Perry has been all over the glass today, making her first start of her career. She did not play in Mid-American in non-conference play, due to injury. Kayla Brown with the basketball. Purvis, too strong. And then the tie-up on the rebound. Kleesner got there first. Lambert was right behind her. Possession arrow pointing to the Redhawks. Brown, yes. Miami by 2. Kayla Brown, 8 points on the day. Just above her season average.
Miami's first field goal of this quarter.
Thompson, the answer. 12 points now for the sophomore from Lima, Ohio. And Dickerson to Kleesner. That pass was right on the money. 5 assists now to go along with those 22 points for Lauren Dickerson. Perry. Beautiful move. Angela Perry, 4 points on the day and 4 boards. And Santoro going for the steal. It will stay at this end. And Claire Gloniak going to check in.
For Angela Perry.
Just over 6 minutes remaining. Dickerson to Kleesner again. What court vision.
Another money throw.
Lauren Dickerson still scoreless in this second half, but she's finding her teammates. We said Miami had great offensive balance their last time out against NIU. They had 5 players in double figures, led by Kleesner with 16 points. Lambert well defended, forced to give it up. Time winding down. Santoro. And there's going to be a foul before the shot clock expired. Goes against Kleesner, and now Caleb Brown coming up limping. Chance for Bowling Green to tie up this game.
These are must-makes for the Falcons.
And the first one is good. Bailey Reed will check in for Brown. These are two teams that split during the regular season last year. Both teams winning on their opponent's home floor. Loose basketball picked up by Dickerson. And a Bowling Green foul. Just past the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Bowling Green 56, Miami 56. Caleb Brown knocking down the jumper. And Katarion Thompson going off glass. .457 remaining. We were tied after 3 quarters of play. We're tied right now. Bowling Green still shooting better than 50% from the field. Miami at 37%. Falcons with 6 threes. Miami with 8 threes. Now granted, 6 of those 8 threes from Miami have come from Lauren Dickerson. The other 2 from Kendall McCoy. And Dickerson, no good. Offensive rebound and the putback for Kleesner. Savannah Kleesner will have a shot at a double-double before this one's over. That was her 8th rebound. She's got 12 points. She's only had 1 double-double this season, and that was in the season opener. And Leah Purvis will be called for the foul there, trying to box out Santoro. Kayla Brown, good to see her back on the floor after just minutes ago came up limping.
Angela Perry will also check in for Gloniak.
And Lambert left it short. And then Perry, getting good position underneath, draws another Miami foul. Kendall McCoy back in. Which team's going to be able to execute down the stretch? Lambert. And Brown's got the board. Physical play there underneath between McCoy and Puck. It's 5-on-4 for Miami. Here comes Lambert. Looked like she thought about the 3 there in transition. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Thompson short, and out of bounds off of Miami. Andrea Cecil will give Haley Puck a rest. Lambert, Santoro, Cecil, Perry, and Katerion Thompson on the floor for Bowling Green. And Kendall McCoy just picked up her second personal. And now Bowling Green in the bonus. Falcons as a team come in fourth in the Mid-American Conference in free throw percentage at just over 72%. They're just 10 of 16 today. Gets the bounce on the first. 13 points for Santoro.
Santoro being the only player on both sides with more than 5 free throw shots.
2 for 2. Tied at 58. And McCoy defended well there by Cecil. But Andrea Cecil had a foot out of bounds. Unfortunate there for the Falcons. Less than 3 to play. Dickerson for the lead. Lauren Dickerson continues her cold shooting in this second half. She's now 0 for 8 since that first half. And stolen away. Molly McDonough read that play all the way.
Dickerson shot 8 of 16 in the first half for 22 points.
And the three-pointer is good for Purvis.
And like you said, Dickerson has had a cold half in shooting with 0 for 8 from the field. And
that was the 9th three-pointer of the game for Miami. Purvis now 1 of 4 from long range. Katerion Thompson. 14 points on the day. She's 7 of 11 from the field. And inside, McDonough can't finish. It will be Bowling Green basketball. Molly McDonough would like to have that one back off another beautiful feed from Dickerson. And now the officials headed to the scores table. I think they're going to try and see who this ball went off of last. McDonough there, you see, couldn't finish. I don't know if there's enough there to overturn the call. The officials said Bowling Green basketball.
That's too tight to overturn, I think.
Bowling Green trying to pick up what would be their 11th win of the season and snap this 4-game losing streak. Miami trying to pick up their 4th straight win and get their record above 500 in Mid-American Conference play. Right now 5-5. And this is the first of 2 meetings between these teams. They will have a rematch on February 24th. That game will also be able to be seen on ESPN3. Let's look ahead now for the Bowling Green Falcons. The Falcons will see Western Michigan next right here at the Stroh Center on February 7th. Then at Northern Illinois on February 10th. At Ohio on the 17th. Bowling Green fell to Ohio in the first meeting, 70-63. And then the Falcons will have Buffalo come to town on February 21st. Buffalo, the top team in the MAC East. Well-coached team there with Felicia Leggett-Jack running the show. And on the cut, that's Angela Perry. Bowling Green by 1. Approaching a minute to play. Now Dickerson drawing all sorts of Bowling Green defenders there. And Miami calling a timeout. Megan Duffy wants to talk things over. 1:05 remaining, 1-point game.
Rise. Head and shoulders above the rest. Stand out. Never lost in the crowd. Your unique story, the one and only you. Fully supported, fully believed in. Together we will learn to lead arm in arm. So much in common, so much to share. We will be challenged, but we will overcome. Because it is our turn to shine. Belong, stand out, go far. At Bowling Green State University. From the moment you set foot on campus at BGSU, you'll know this is a place where you can belong. In fact, BGSU is recognized for our strong commitment to engaging students in their education. And Bowling Green is one of the best college towns in America. This is a place where you can stand out. Come to one of the nation's top public universities and choose a program that fits you. Take advantage of the Falcon Internship Guarantee, the first of its kind in Ohio. With a BGSU degree, you can go far, further than you ever thought possible. Confident in your qualifications and ready like never before to fly. Belong, stand out, go far at Bowling Green State University.
Bowling Green 62, Miami 61 with just over a minute remaining. Brad Woznicki and Bowling Green student Adam Gaw here with you. This game was tied after 3 quarters of play. It's been tight throughout. Miami led by 1 after 1. Went into halftime, the Red Hawks led by 1. And then Bowling Green had that 16-15 advantage in the third.
It's been tight the whole way through, and we got a nail biter here with 65 seconds left.
Red Hawks basketball. Lauren Dickerson, 22 points on the afternoon, 0 in the second half. You have to think she's going to have the ball in her hands when Miami needs a basket. And they do right now. Shot clock winding down. Purvis, a deep 3. Got it! Wow! Second 3 of the game for Leah Purvis. Could not have come at a better time. 2-point game. Haley Puck looking for help. Santoro for the lead. No. About an 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bowling Green needs a stop. Lauren Dickerson with the basketball. If Bowling Green were to foul, Dickerson has not shot a free throw today. She shoots 77% on the season. And now Dickerson to the basket. She will shoot 2. Haley Puck tried to take the charge. That last foul on Haley Puck was her 5th. So Haley Puck will finish the day 14 points, 4 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from long range. And now Lauren Dickerson will have a chance here after the timeout to make this a 2-possession ball game. Bowling Green calling a timeout. We'll see if we can get a look ahead here for the Miami Redhawks. The Redhawks can hold on. It'll be 4 straight victories, and they will see the Toledo Rockets on February 7th. That will be played down in Oxford. Then home against Buffalo on February 10th. Then a couple of road games as Miami will head out east to take on Kent State and Akron. And then, as we mentioned, the rematch on February 24th.
Well, the Redhawks have a big challenge here in their next 3 games after this one. Dickerson with a chance to score her biggest points of the game.
First free throw attempt of the day for Lauren Dickerson. Clutch. The next one will make it a 2-possession game. Four-point game, 12 seconds remaining, and a Bowling Green timeout. Now the question is, who are the Falcons going to go to on this next possession? You've had Sydney Lambert, 10 points today. Carly Santoro with 14. Katerion Thompson, all 14 of her points have come attacking the basket. Haley Puck 14 today, but she has fouled out. Falcons have also gotten some nice production in the paint today from Angela Perry. So multiple options here from the Falcons, but time not on their side.
There's only 12 seconds left, and they have one more timeout on their side. And you're right, there's a lot of options for Bowling Green, but at this point it's going to be pretty tough to be able to tie this one up again. At the very least.
You look at the numbers today. Miami, 38% from the field. Bowling Green at 48%. 10 threes for the Redhawks, 6 for Bowling Green. The largest lead in this ball game for Bowling Green was 5. For Miami, it was 4. Look at some of the former Bowling Green women's basketball players enjoying the courtside seats. Bowling Green comes out with Santoro, Perry, Cecil, Lambert, and Katerion Thompson. Down to 10 seconds. Cecil, the turnaround. No good. McDonough the board, but can't hold on to it. Knocked out of bounds by Bowling Green with 3 seconds remaining. And now Miami will call a timeout. And as we mentioned earlier, this is the first of 2 games today here at the Stroh Center. A quick look ahead at the men's game that will get underway about a half an hour after this one is over. Bowling Green men will come in at 13-9, 4-5 in Mid-American Conference play. Kent State, 12-10 overall, 6-3 in the MAC. And that's a Golden Flashes team that's going to be coming in very confident after handing Buffalo their first MAC loss of the season. That was a come-from-behind effort for Kent State.
Here's a stat for you on this game, Brad. Miami leads 20-2 in points off turnovers.
It's definitely a number that Bowling Green will look back on as the Falcons will not foul. Time expires. And Miami gets it done on the road. The go-ahead three-pointer came from Leah Purvis. You see it right there. Those clutch free throws from Dickerson. Miami celebrates the 66-62 win. We'll be back here on ESPN. What a battle today here at the Stroh Center. Mid-American Conference women's basketball, and Miami has picked up their 4th straight win, 66-62 the final. Bowling Green had their chances in this one. The Falcons shoot nearly 50% from the field today, and they had a balanced offensive attack which we knew they would need coming in.
Well, the Falcons had 4 different players who scored in double figures today, including Puck, Lambert, Santorio, and Gatarion Thompson. But ultimately, it wasn't enough, and the Red Hawks come out of Wood County here with a win.
Miami, 8 of 10 from the free throw line today. Bowling Green, 12 of 18. And that stat you pointed out about the points off turnovers, a big difference.
That was huge, and I think that ultimately made the difference. On top of Dickerson's play, it was the turnovers. Miami outscoring Bowling Green 20-2 off the turnovers, and the Red Hawks got a 4-point win here.
Now you look back on this entire game, what a show it was in the first half. Lauren Dickerson pretty much took over the ball game, 22 points, but she was held to just 2 points in the second half. She was 0 of 8 from the field. She came through in the clutch, though. Big free throws made it a 2-possession game, and she got some help in that second half at the offensive end.
Those free throws, those 2 points that she scored all in the second half could not have come at a better time to make it a 2-possession game and ultimately put this game out of reach.
Leah Purvis, the big three-pointer today to put Miami in front for good as the Red Hawks get the job done on the road. A tough one today for Bowling Green. The Falcons have now lost 5 in a row. They will be 2-9 in Mid-American Conference play. And for Miami, it's their 4th straight victory. That's going to do it for this broadcast. For my partner, Bowling Green student Adam Gall, and our sideline reporter, Lauren Salkowitz, I'm Brad Woznicki. Big win for Miami. That'll do it for this broadcast. To watch this entire game on replay as well as other games on our family of ESPN networks, log on to watchespn.com or download the Watch ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.